headed by Dr. James Armstrong, an independent senator, is telling a different story. It believes that government was not leveling with the population on the findings of the report that are contained in the report. Joining us live on the set now to give us his side of the story is the man who penned the report that the government is discussing at this point in time. Dr. Armstrong, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
I think the question is, Dr. Armstrong, did the government misrepresent the findings of the report when it made a very public statement about the report that your committee presented to it?
Well, I'm not really aware of all that the government said, or anybody in the government said. I am here really to discuss our findings, and what we have found is that the highway, or segment of the highway, should not proceed until a number of studies have been done and a number of things investigated further.
And if you were to pinpoint specifically some of the main areas of contention or some of the main issues that the government should seek to deal with immediately, what would those areas be?
Well, for instance, I think the social impact, and that is something that has been discussed over and over, and we think that a lot more work should be done in that area. We also believe that the cost-benefit analysis, economic cost-benefit analysis, should be looked into. We think that a number of the environmental impacts should also be studied, both on-site and off-site. In other words, where are we going to get the aggregate to build that area is something that we're very concerned about. Getting approval for some of the developments to take place, we were not satisfied that those things were addressed. We have also looked at some of the traffic surveys, traffic and transportation surveys, and we believe that that should continue.
And Dr. Armstrong, there has been concern raised in the public domain that there may be attempts to manipulate the recommendations of the report in favor of the government's position where the highway is concerned. Do you have faith that the government will proceed with this in an ethical way?
Well, as far as I'm aware, there has been no attempt to manipulate the findings. What we are hoping is that the sides will now come together, both sides, and sit down, use the report in a positive way to guide development in the future.
Thank you so much to Dr. James Armstrong, who was the head, or who is the head, of the Highway Review Committee. That committee was appointed to review the section of the highway between Debe and Mondesi following the hunger strike of Dr. Wayne Kublau Singh.